Hey guys! Well, it's been a while.
But here we are again with a brand new video. In this video we're going to tell you the 6 things that guests are anxious about when they visit Disneyland Paris.
And we would like to thank DFB Guide for the inspiration for this video. So, Elise, tell me more.
Well, there are certain things when you are booking your Disneyland Paris vacation that you can be a little bit afraid of. And one of the first things that you can be anxious about is, of course, COVID, which is very real right now. And not just about getting infected with COVID, but very practical things like, what if you forget your face mask when you are going to Disneyland Paris?
Yeah, because face masks are mandatory. You cannot go into the park if you don't have a face mask. And you have to keep it on all times except for when you're eating.
Yes, and if you would like to know more about the new rules when it comes to COVID, you can watch the video in the screen right now, because we made a video about all the new rules in Disneyland Paris during COVID. But forgetting your face mask, that's actually terrible thing to do, because then you cannot enter the park, and that will be my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
So that is something that I am personally very anxious about, and maybe you are too.
What also can be scary? Facing the Phantom of Phantom Manor. Well, the next thing is the Marvel Hotel, Hotel New York. When will it be open? It was planned for this year, but as far as we know now, it will even be postponed till 2021. Yeah, maybe you wanted to book.
Maybe you've booked already?
Yeah, or maybe just when you would go to Disneyland Paris, you think, well, if we take a slight detour, we can watch the lobby or have a meal in one of the restaurants or the bar. When will it be open again? Well,
we're not sure yet.
No.
But this is something that many people are anxious about. Will we be able to visit the Marvel Hotel in 2020?
Yeah.
So, we don't know, and it's very
unlikely.
Yes.
Will be open in 2020.
Oh my gosh, what makes me scared? Going to the Disneyland Castle, going to the dungeon and find this giant dragon over there. Well, the next thing that many people are anxious about is the bill after their vacation.
Yeah, and that's always.
That's always. Doesn't matter if this is a Disneyland vacation or if you're going for a vacation to another country or whatever. But Disneyland is known for that they know exactly how to get you overspent.
Yeah.
Right? So
to entice you into buying more trinkets and knickknacks that you might possibly need.
Yeah.
And when you get home with all the extras, you're still happy, but it kind of hurts the wallet.
Absolutely. And then think about all the special goods that they provide every season. For example, the Spirit jerseys.
Oh boy.
Right now there's this awesome Spirit jersey that one of our viewers actually mentioned to me, and I am dreaming about it ever since. And this is a terrible situation, because now I have to figure out if I'm going to buy it or if I keep the money in my wallet. And I'm not even there yet. Just imagine that we're walking into the store and I see that Spirit jersey. What are you going to do?
Yeah, and it's not hanging in only one shop. Every shop you enter, it will be
there.
It will be there. So
it will be in your face.
Every time the little tease, buy me, buy me.
Exactly. And then there are the matching backpacks, the wallets. I mean,
Hats,
they have everything.
Shirts.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's something that you can really get anxious about. How can I control myself with my spending habits?
Well, if you want to save some money on your Disneyland vacation, we made a video about going to Disneyland Paris when you are a cheapskate. And there are some great budget tips in this video. So check out the video here on the screen, and you can watch it and take whatever you need from that video. One thing that I'm afraid of: Donald in his Halloween costume. He's like a tiny devil.
The weather. Another thing you can be a little bit anxious about. What will the weather be? Will it stay dry? Do I bring an extra coat, rain clothing, extra shoes? What
to do?
What to do?
And that's because most people book their Disneyland Paris vacation way ahead of time. So maybe a year beforehand or maybe even longer. and it's very difficult to know what kind of weather you will get.
Yeah.
Even if it's August, doesn't mean that you will have sunny weather. It can be very rainy. So this is of course something that is a little bit, you can be afraid of.
Yeah, plan your vacation, book your vacation, and let the weather be the least of your worries. Think about that in the last couple of days before you go, when you start packing, because then you have the best chance of picking the right stuff that you can bring along.
Yes, and if you need some more advice about that, we also made a video with tips and tricks for newbies, and one of the subjects is about the weather and how to dress and what to do. So check out the video in the screen right now, and you can find some great advice there.
What would make me anxious? Going to the Lego store in Disney Village and finding out that the Millennium Falcon has been sold out.
And how about the crowds? Well, this is something that many people are anxious about, and it's obvious because first of all, you would like to have at least the least crowd when you go to Disneyland Paris, because that means that of course the queues are shorter, they're less, you have to wait less.
Yeah, not that many people are up close to you if you're a bit anxious about being in close proximity of other people.
But also if you'd like to have that perfect shot of the castle, and if there are like 1,000 people in the background, of course it makes your photo a little less magical than when you're there all by yourself. But that being said, you don't have to worry about this during COVID, because not more than 10,000 people are allowed to be in the park right now. This is actually something that is a benefit when it comes to this whole COVID situation. It's probably the only benefit that I can think of. It's actually nice that it's a little bit less crowded, and to be really honest, sometimes I'm getting very anxious about lots of crowds. And sometimes when we've been in Disneyland Paris, and remember that when we were at the first day of the Marvel season, remember that? I went nuts. And here's a clip of me getting nuts. With you guys, I flew away from that dance party because it was too crowded for me. It's first show, so maybe that's why, but it was so intense, and I then don't understand what they're saying because it's in French. So we were there for the wrong show. We have to be at the English show. But in the meantime, while Sven is watching the dance party show, I can show you something really fun as well, and that's the merchandise. As you can see, I left the crowd and I went to merchandise because that's my go-to thing. But this can be very difficult, and it's not always fun when it's that crowded. So for me, actually, this is nice that there's less crowd in the park, and that's the benefit right now.
At the moment, yeah.
At the moment. And to walk in the park with less crowd, well, I'm loving it. Well guys, these were the 6 things that most people are anxious about when they visit Disneyland Paris. We're wondering, what are the things that you are anxious or afraid of when you're going to Disneyland Paris? So leave it in the comments down below.
Yeah, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing, keeps you in the loop for new videos about Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for asking us, where are you guys? We love that you love our video, that you love our content. We want to thank our patrons, as thank you for supporting us also during a short break. And well, we hope to see you guys soon. So maybe next time we'll see you in Main Street. Bye!
Record, ik zie een rood lampje. Kun je de doos met tissues nog even pakken?
Moet ik hem wat meer naar beneden zetten?
Nee, ik denk dat we Thijs gewoon zo lekker op tafel zetten.
Oké. So, well, another thing, we're going very fast, by the way, 5 minutes now. Well, the next thing that many people are anxious about is the bill after their vacation. Hij is toch wel scherp?
Nou, dan moeten we stoppen, dan moet je even dubbel checken.
So you see that I just went for like a So you see that I went to. So as you can see, I went. So as you can see, So as you can see, I left the crowd and I went to merchandise because that's my go-to thing.